Okay, irgendwas mit Piraten.
All right, lads. I'll give you Blackbeard's honest opinion. You ask me, can this new captain promise you a life of prizes, plunder, and adventure? Aye. For amongst all the gentlemen of fortune sailing these West Indies, he ranks amongst the most clever. There was a time when I thought myself the deadliest scourge of these seas. But this man is a fearsome dog that feeds off trouble and turmoil. I seen him clear the deck of a Spanish galleon like it were nothing. Fighting like a devil, dressed as a man. And he's a canny one. Knows his way round every crag and crevice of these islands. So if it's fortune and adventure you seek, then Captain Edward Kenway's your man. Only, don't meddle in his private affairs. For there's more mystery to that man than even I dare ask.
Welcome to Assassin's Creed Black Flag. This is the sixth main installment in the Assassin's Creed series, and it came out in 2013. During the gameplay, I'm still convinced it is 2014, but it's actually even 1 year earlier. In the game, you play as Edward Kenway, and you will see that I do so really badly, and it is set both in the present, so 2013, but it is also, of course, the majority of the game is set in during the golden age of piracy in the early 18th century. And in this gameplay, we are going to very briefly look at Havana, simply because I start there, or you as the player start there, and then we'll explore some of the other parts of the map. What we're not going to do is we're not going to play the entire game, and we're not going to play entire missions. We're just going to play 2 of them, which I do think are most representative when it comes to the creation of the so-called other within the games. And because we want to focus on exactly that, this is also more or less your task, namely to check and to have a look at how are others or several levels of otherness being produced and constructed within the game. And in order to do that, we're going to focus on 2 missions. One will be an animal hunting with one of the assassins, and the other one will be catching up with one of the Templar, again, by the help of the same assassin. And then we're going to focus on one of the missions where you actually meet most of the Brotherhood in the Caribbean. Those are not very long missions, and just because I wanted to explore the historical setting a bit more, the recording does not just start with Havana, but it also starts with a bit of whale hunting. So we're going to do that first, and then we move on to the missions. I'm not going to say too much about the missions, but this is what I'm going to do in this recording. Just as a bit of a side note, I start talking in German and then eventually I switch to English, so it's a bit of a mess of languages. You know, just like the Caribbean is. This is my excuse, which I'm going to use. So, I guess have fun. Wie groß soll deine Waffe sein? Yep. Ich möchte jetzt eigentlich Wale fangen. Das klingt, als würde ich sie mit meinen Händen einfangen wollen. Nein, ich möchte sie mit einer Harpune fangen. Los, komm zu mir in diesen Schrank. Oh Gott, jetzt bin ich wieder in diesem dämlichen Fond. Ich möchte da nicht sein. Warum? Und es ist niemand da, den ich abstechen kann. Okay, na dann, wieder raus. Ich weiß halt nicht, ist es nicht einfach sinnvoller, ich murks hier alles ab, was nicht bei 3 Affen... Ah, okay. Ja gut, dann lassen wir das mal. Wisst ihr was? Manchmal ist es einfach richtig gut, so voll reinzurennen und einfach so alles abzustechen. Naja, so viel zum Thema Sneak into the Foe. Ja, cool, das hat ja richtig gut hingekriegt. Meine Güte, wie viele Leute sind hier denn? Nee. Nee, wieso? Warum? Edward, du, was tust du? Überall will er... Diese Beine hängen ein bisschen in der Luft. Bei jedem... Oh Gott. Überall hängt er dran. Überall springt er hoch. Meine Güte, kann er nicht einfach mal ganz normal wie so ein ganz normaler Mensch laufen? Da sind noch mehr. Noch mehr kommt in meinen Busch. Wenn ihr mich überhaupt hört. Ach, die hören das wieder nicht. Dann muss ich euch wohl einfach so abmurksen. Naja, kann ich eigentlich schon dieses fancy, krasse Doppel... Oh. Nein, kann ich nicht. Nur für den Fall, dass sich jemand gefragt hat. Nö, das ging nicht. Ah ja, okay. Ja, kommt natürlich auch gleich wieder alle anderen an. So viel zum Thema. Geh in dieses Fond und sei so unauffällig wie möglich. Ich bin so unauffällig wie möglich. Nämlich gar nicht. Ah, oh, da kommen ja noch mehr. Gottes Willen, den habe ich jetzt gar nicht gesehen. Sehr spannend übrigens. Wir sprechen Spanisch. Also okay, sind ja auch Spanier, aber kann ich euch eigentlich ausrauben? Nö. Okay, cool. Ich tue jetzt einfach mal so, als müsste ich ganz dringend weg. Und springe ich jetzt hier in meinen Tod? Vermutlich. Nun ja. Und das hätte mich eigentlich umgebracht. Aber egal. Ich will das nicht alles nochmal spielen. Oh, das sieht aber wirklich schön aus. Mensch. Spannend übrigens, dass Edward schwimmen kann. Ich glaube, ich habe es bei Syndicate schon gesagt. Warum sage ich das eigentlich alles auf Deutsch? Egal. Oh Gott. Denn eigentlich können die meisten zu der Zeit nicht schwimmen. It is considered bad luck. That simply means that you don't trust your captain. I mean, if I were the captain, I wouldn't trust myself either. But that means you don't trust the captain. Ah, natürlich. Ne, aber klar, logisch. Das, jetzt muss ich das hier von hier aus starten. Natürlich.
Sorry about the sugar. I've only one pair of hands.
Oh, it's no great loss. I've got plenty of cargo here to make a profit on my trip.
Will you stay here long?
For a few weeks, yes. Then back to Barbados, to the tedium of domesticity.
Don't settle for tedium. Sail for Nassau. Live life as you see fit.
Haven't I heard that Nassau is crawling with pirates? Seems a very tawdry place.
Not tawdry, liberated.
Oh, God. That would be an adventure. But no, I'm a husband and a father. I have responsibilities. Life can't be all pleasure and distraction, Duncan.
Hey, our bonnet. The name's
Secret name for your secret meeting with the governor.
the governor, right? I think I've kept him waiting long enough.
Ich finde so gut, wie ich das geschafft habe. Ich habe weder Dancers gehired, noch habe ich es geschafft, to stay out of combat. Ich glaube, für Black Flag kann ich das auch völlig rate this memory. That was shit. Too many Spaniards. Ich glaube, dafür bin ich einfach nicht gut genug. Außerdem versuche ich das ja als Speedrun zu machen. sagte sie und lief ein bisschen. So, jetzt machen wir erstmal ein bisschen Black Flag Walking Simulator. Wetten, er kann doch nicht mal Treppen hochgehen. Oh, er kann Treppen hochgehen, ohne dass ich irgendwas Komisches tue. Muss hier wieder irgendwas einfangen? Bestimmt. Ist irgendein Thief oder so, den ich wieder fangen muss. Oh, ich will nicht. Ich will diese ganzen blöden Side-Missions nicht machen. Wo bist du, Thief? I will catch you. I will probably not catch you if I have to climb. Denn ich bin da ziemlich... wo ist er denn? Jetzt ist er da unten. Dann kommt wieder irgendein Spanier, der mich wieder irgendwo sieht. Und dann werde ich hier wieder angegriffen, weil Gründe... Naja, ich sehe aber auch schon ein bisschen... Oh! Hä? Warum? Ja, kannst du vielleicht mal hoch? Na, also, warum hängst du so blöd die ganze Zeit überall rum? Typ! Also, dass du überhaupt so lange in der Caribbean überlebt hast, wundert mich ja. Du machst nicht gerade einen guten Job. Ja, natürlich sind jetzt wieder 500 Spanier hinter mir her. Ich wollte euch doch nur Arbeit abnehmen. Was ist denn mit euch? Wo bist du denn jetzt? Wo ist der denn jetzt schon wieder? Wieder irgendwo anders? Wo laufe ich eigentlich lang? Niemand weiß es. Jetzt bin ich wieder in einem Restricted irgendwas. Wo bin ich? Wo? Okay. Also das mit dem Dieb machen wir jetzt vielleicht nicht nochmal. Irgendwie habe ich das Gefühl, ich ziehe dann immer... Scheiße. Was? Wieso? Was? Ich habe doch gar nichts gemacht. Ich laufe einfach nur hier über diese ganzen Dächer drüber. Das kann ja wohl nie so schwer sein. Ach, das ist eine Restricted Zone. Ach so, ich verstehe. Das war natürlich geplant, alles. Also dieser Thief, was? Der muss ja irgendwann wieder runterkommen, ne? Wo ist er denn? Ach, da oben. Ja, komm. Und jetzt muss ich ihn ja eigentlich nur noch tackeln, oder? Oh, ja, natürlich. Sehr sinnvoll. Kannst du bitte runter? Ja, lass dich doch... Nee, ach, geh doch weg. Nee, ich will nicht die Enemies Defense breaken. Ich will einfach nur hier raus. Warum? Kannst du bitte einfach klettern? Edward, kannst du einfach nur klettern? Das wäre so gut. Also ich werde diesen Dieb immer noch fangen, weil now I'm committed. Also, das heißt, wenn ich jetzt nicht aus Versehen abgeschossen werde, weil Edward wieder an irgendeiner Ledge klebt und wieder nichts tut. Ach, da ist der Dieb. Na, guck mal. Den kriegen wir doch. Bestimmt. Ich, meine 500 Spaniards und der Dieb. Ein Drama in mindestens 5 Akten. Ja, also die Climbing Mechanics. Oh mein Gott. Ich muss sagen, da haben sie wirklich bis Unity, Unity sage ich schon, was? Unity. Syndicate doch einiges gut hingekriegt. Weil hier sind die Climbing Mechanics einfach so ein bisschen... Kannst du bitte einfach stehen bleiben? Was zum Henker? Warum? Typ, was ist mit dir? Was ist mit mir? Ja, jetzt kannst du aber runter. Ja? Nee? Drop? Ja. Was zum... Kannst du jetzt einfach bitte klettern? Dankeschön. Was auch immer das jetzt gerade war. Ich liebe Black Flag. Also ich mag Black Flag vor allem, weil es wirklich sehr schön aussieht. Aber alles andere an Black Flag ist, um ehrlich zu sein, einfach nur übelst nervig. Oh ja, genau das. Oh Gott. Also ich bin aber auch nicht sicher, wie viel ist wirklich die Steuerung und wie viel bin ich? Ich glaube, es ist so ein bit of both. Oh Gott. Drop. Just drop down. Thank you. Ich weiß auch gerade nicht. Oh, dann habe ich ja was zu looten. Naja. Wenigstens... Oh Gott, nee. Ich werde hier nicht alles hier... Wo ist denn dieser Typ schon wieder? Hä? Also jetzt bin ich verwirrt. Wartet der auf mich? Will der gefangen werden? Wo ist er denn? Also diese Spanier sind aber auch echt gut im Climben. Muss ich jetzt hier irgendwo rein? Ist dieser Typ hier drin irgendwo? Aber was war das denn jetzt? Oh mein Gott! Das war ja horrible. Motion Sickness, das Game. Also irgendwie habe ich den Dieb verloren. Aber der ist da noch irgendwo. Ich sehe es. Ich sehe das Zeichen. Aber ich sehe den Dieb nicht. Egal. Das muss ich eigentlich schon wieder machen. Oh, das ist aber schon ein Teppich. Naja, egal. Weiter geht's. Da sind noch ein paar Spanier. Die mich bestimmt... Oh, ach so, da liegt er ja. Habe ich ihn doch irgendwie erwischt? Hui. Na, also, der liegt da so in diesem Busch. Da habe ich den gar nicht gesehen. Oh, ich kann sein... Nützt mir das jetzt irgendwas? Nee, ne? Dann rauben wir ihn mal aus. Ernsthaft? Das habe ich für ein paar Smoke Bombs und measly 42 reales Münzen gemacht? Die ganze Arbeit. Der ganze Stress. Oh Gott, ich muss bestimmt doch alles upgraden. Ich vergaß. Black Flag ist ja auch so ein langes Spiel. Also wirklich, wer hat sich sowas ausgedacht? Wer hat sich gedacht, lass mal Black Flag mit reinnehmen? Was für eine tolle Idee. Ich glaube, ich packe jetzt einfach meine Xbox aus. Oh Gott, bitte lass das Spiel da gespeichert haben.
3 hours later.
Irgendwo im Meer. Right. Then let's see. Actually, there are so many ships there. What I wanted to do, and what I was planning on doing, was go on a bit of whale hunting. I know I can replay some memories, and I'm going to do that. But I'm just really interested in. That sounds really bad, like in whale hunting, simply because I think the game does that particularly well. So I was just thinking of what whale to hunt. The problem is if I take the orca, I will scare myself, which is why I'm not going to do that. I am going to actually go for one of the baleen whales. And I'm just going to take the humpback whale. So most of the sort of game comments, unfortunately, will be in German because this is the German game. I forgot that this takes a while. So, I mean, this is very mystifying and mythologizing. That of course they all sing while they're on the ship. And that they just sail towards the horizon, which is quite cool. I mean, yesterday I started playing and I got right into the middle of a fight. I was like, nope, not going to do that. So this takes a while. Oh my god, it takes so long. Oh, I actually wanted to pick up the stuff that's floating around here. Not that I really need it any longer, I guess. Oh. But I'm taking it with me anyway. I think that was the part that I really liked about Black Flag. It was just the sailing part. Again, I think I take different enjoyment out of those games than what was intended. And my enjoyment is mostly, ooh, I like the hunting. Oh, I like the walking around and the sailing around. So there's that. Oh god, that takes so long. Schnellreise wo? Actually, I might have checked beforehand whether there is something like quick travel. I didn't. Anyway. Why am I sailing right? Oh, yeah, I could have also taken a completely different way, but hey, let's make it a bit more difficult for myself. Can I actually pick it up? Oh. Oops. Yeah, right. Where am I sailing around, actually? Oh. Oh, I'm taking the long way. Why would I do this? Ah, no, I'm not doing this. This is too far. I'm not going to. I know I could do all those things over there, and I've done some of it. But I'm not going to. Why does it take so long? I mean, you know, the game is like 14 years? No. Alright, so maybe... Oh, shit. Did I put actually in... I'm just going to sink this one. Sorry about that. Will I? That was a surprisingly quick thing. What I was going to say was that for a game that came out in 2014, this still looks really, really good. I mean, I've just come from Syndicate, more or less, and Syndicate looks amazing, but I don't know what it is, but I usually have a particular fondness for any kind of Caribbean sailing, Mediterranean kinds of games. Not sure why, but I just really like it. I think it's the water, and I know that water is really... Oh my god, stop singing in my ear. Fuck's sake. And I know that water's like particularly hard to render and all of that, but yeah, they've just done such a good job at this. So yeah, I think Black Flag as well as Odyssey, which is a bit decisive. Not decisive. Which is a bit of a difficult game to like, but those are potentially my favorite games. Then again, I haven't really fully played Syndicate yet. That might become one of my favorites. I'm not quite sure yet. Just need to check where I am. Oh yeah, I shouldn't. Right. So I know Black Flag takes an inordinate amount of travel, but it's also quite nice. It's very relaxing, she said, and probably had 15 Spaniards right behind her in a minute. Even the singing is nice, even though it's very loud. I just want to hunt some whales. Why does it take so long? I mean, historically probably correct, but still. So much for... I'm just quickly going to show you that 30 minutes later, we're still traveling. Which is probably a nice way of showing that, well, travel did take quite a while. During that time, even sea travel. I mean, especially sea travel. I mean, probably not where they're currently sailing, simply because you're not running into these so-called doldrums, which usually happen further out, and it simply means that you're suddenly in a place where, yeah, we're saving them, where the winds are either gone or very difficult. So whale hunting usually, historically, I just don't want to accidentally sail into one of these ships. Whale hunting usually took place in the Pacific, I mean, it took place anywhere else too, but the Pacific was specifically one of the hunting grounds. But the problem was that you couldn't really sail into most of it, simply because you would run into different and difficult winds. And that made it really difficult to actually hunt whales, even though most people tended to agree that most of the whales would be exactly where ships really couldn't go, which was mostly right. So whales were usually hunted in the southern waters or around the Arctic Circle. I mean, they were hunted basically everywhere else until they were some of the species were nearly hunted to extinction. The northern and southern right whales, for instance, sort of had exactly that fate. They were also called right whales because they would come right up to the ships, and they were really playful and really curious, and thus were really easy to hunt. So they sometimes even didn't have to sort of get down into their small boats and hunt them down. They could just hunt them from their larger ships because they would swim right up to them. But even to the small boats, simply because they would sort of flop on their sides and then stare up at the whalers. Which is, I mean, they were not really afraid or anything. So they were the right whales. Other whales, like sperm whales, were much more difficult to hunt, simply because if you've ever looked at any kinds of stories about, I have to sail around it, about whales sort of stoving, that is sinking ships, it would mostly be sperm whales because they were hunted much more often and much more consistently. Also because you would get a lot more whale oil from them. They were much larger. They had this sort of large head cavity in which people had to be sort of hauled into. So usually they were drilling holes into the head, and then the smallest member of the crew had to sort of slide in there into the head of the whale and scoop out some of these spermaceti, which they were actually going for. And the whales would be, I think you can see it in the game, but they would be sort of dissected and taken apart on the ship. So it was really bloody business. It's exceedingly fascinating, even if it's horrible. But I think you can see how difficult it is in a moment. The moment when we hunt the humpback whale, you can actually see that it was a really dangerous business. I think the only thing we're not going to do is go out with multiple ships. Usually it would be between 6 to 12, depending on the size of the ship, depending on the size of the whale, etc., etc. But in this, I think we're going out with one ship, or with one boat, which, yeah, no. Unless you really wanted to die horribly, then you would do exactly that. But usually you wouldn't. Okay. Yeah, shipwreck survivor. Cool. I'm taking you with me. Yes. This is so cool. This is so goddamn cool. Why? Yes, I would like to start with that.
Hold down! Unlash the harpoons.
Okay. It will usually be 6 men on those ships, by the way. Now I haven't done that in... Oh shit, LT. Oh, cool. Thanks, controller, for randomly disconnecting. I mean, it is a bit of an old-ish. And I'm just going to do that. Or not. The thing is, I can't hunt the orcas as well as the sharks, simply because I'm usually giving myself a fright. So I had to choose a whale that I could actually... Where are you? I could... Oh.
There he is!
Yeah.
Starboard bow!
Thank you for telling me where he is. So I could actually sort of...
Hold fast!
Okay.
Off we go!
Nothing much has changed so far. And there we go.
It's a hit!
Okay, perfect.
Watch it!
And now, that's the funniest part, I think, about the whaling.
Steady, man!
Oops. I mean, not that. Not that it sort of...
I don't think he likes us, Captain.
Oh, really? Do you think? So sometimes that... I mean, this is exactly what would happen. The whales would try to free themselves, and then you would have a bit of a problem simply because you were in a really small whaling boat. I mean,
Starboard bow!
I wish you wouldn't yell in my ear, but okay.
Rope secure, Captain.
And
Hold tight, lads.
so yes, they would free themselves and then destroy the boats basically in the meantime. Shit. That wasn't what I was going to do.
He's
Watch
turning
it!
the sea
Tail!
red.
Yeah. And you can see actually where all the harpoons are stuck in the blubber. Which,
I don't think he
funnily
likes
enough,
us,
I think
Captain.
in the 1970s or in the 1980s they found a sperm whale which had harpoons from the 1800s, I think, stuck in its blubber, which was
There he is!
super fascinating, first of all, because you got a lot of background info on whale hunting during that time, but also what's even
Hang on, we're on.
more interesting is basically that you would get a good idea about how old whales could get, especially sperm whales. They can get very old,
Watch it!
Um,
Tail!
and that's just really interesting. And oh my god, look at how many harpoons are stuck in this poor animal that I am actually currently hunting. I'm still very sorry about that,
Captain.
but I think we nearly got it.
Patience, patience.
Usually, and I mean, we're just hunting a humpback whale, which doesn't go that super fast, but oh my god, this is
He's
amazing.
angry, all right.
But usually, if they hunted like sperm whales, they would go really, really fast and drag the boats with them, and you would have to, as I'm currently very badly doing.
Straighten off the larboard bow!
Okay, perfect. It's coming from over there. They would sort of drag the boats a long, long way. Ah, shit. Didn't catch you there.
See anything yet?
Nope. And I mean, sometimes the hunt actually doesn't work, right?
Steady.
Sometimes the hunt, even
Won't
here,
last much longer!
will sometimes fail simply because either I'm not very good at it, which is fair, or because it's coming from
There
over there.
he is. Larboard bow.
Yeah, I wish I could see it actually. I can't really at the moment.
Time to end this, Captain.
Perfect. Got it, I guess? No, did I not? Oh yeah, no, I can't see. Shit, actually, that's the problem. And now it's dragging us.
That tail's coming.
He's loose.
Yep,
Steady.
alright. So, frankly, I mean, obviously I'm really bad at it. Also, I can't see half of it. But that would usually be, and not usually in this case, but that would sometimes be what would happen. The whales would absolutely destroy the boats. No, I actually wanted to go hunting again. So maybe we don't need to. Do we need to see how they're... Maybe I'm just trying again. I was kind of distracted by telling you about everything. But yes, sometimes the boats would be sort of sunk, people would die. It was a really, really difficult business. But usually if you had sort of caught your first whale, not that you had sort of harpooned it, but usually those whalers would... Oh god, why is it so loud? Damn it. What would usually happen is that you would take whalebone and make your own small souvenirs from it. Usually it was a whistle. Sometimes it was knife handles, etc., etc. But you would sort of make the whale into something, and then you would leave that, either with your friends, with your family, and
The rope is holding!
okay, cool. That was cool.
Off we go!
Yeah, and sometimes, I mean, it wasn't so much that they were killed by harpoons. That was usually what you were trying to do. But sometimes they would simply worn down. So they would be. Oh my fucking god! I did not expect. This controller is going to drive me nuts. But yeah, they would sometimes simply be worn down by the whalers. So sometimes it wasn't important, sort of. Controller. Sorry, give me a second. Ah, come the on. Cool. I love this. And by I love this, I mean I don't love this. Am I?
Where are you, you bastard?
I love that they're saying, "Where are you, you bastard?" And it's like, who's the bastard here? Oh, I actually caught that one. Oh, and now we have the shit right next to it. But yeah, you would have those rides, and you can see, I think, on the back there.
It's weakening!
God damn it. And yes, it's weakening, and this is exactly what they're doing. They would be wearing them down as much as they could. As you can see, the life bar or the health bar of the God damn it, this controller. I have no idea why. I mean, it's a bit of an old-ish and now we should have, yeah, exactly the same thing. So the life and the health bar is decreasing of the whale. This is exactly what I meant with wearing them down over hours sometimes. So you had.
Get him before he snaps that tail! Stung him! Yay!
Yes.
He's done for!
There we go. So you would wear them down over hours. And by hours, I don't mean like 1 or 2 hours, but sometimes like 12, 14, 16 hours. Which was really terrible for the man, but also terrible for the animal.
Fine hold today, sir.
Okay, you don't see. I wanted to show you how they dissect them. And then we don't do that? Oh, how boring is this? I mean, obviously not. But also, interestingly enough, the Xbox version I've got is sort of age 16. But the one I've got on Steam is 18. So for some reason that's R-rated. Okay, but this is not what I was going to do. The controller might become a bit of a problem, but what I was going to do is actually going through some of the memories, simply because I want to focus on the way all of this sort of creates exotic others, which is why I'm going to do this one. And I mean, I even did them like 100%. This is so unusual for me. Nicht gespeichert davon. Cheats sind während einer Mission nicht verfügbar. As if I would need cheat codes to do that. Let's go. Am I good? Not that this will become one of those recordings where I speak for half an hour.
Opia? Oh, easy, my lady. Just thought you might like some help.
Why? What is your real motive?
Your name was on a map. I may have sold it to a nest of Templars in error. We all make mistakes.
Oh, typical. Twist a Templar blade to our back to play safer to our face.
Look, I'll level with you, lass. I'm also looking for a key. I figure I help you. You let me keep the key if it turns up. Right. You're offended. I'll go.
We will challenge you to a hunting contest. Gather more skins than us, and you win.
Easy. Let's go.
I love the confidence. He says easy. I say not easy at all. So, where do I have to go? Okay. Let's see. Cool. I hate those games, but anyway. Oh, this is not loud at all. Cool. The animation.
That was just luck.
Was it though? Was it? I don't think so. Ah, those small islands. They're just so cool. I love that. I find that so interesting. This is so interesting.
That's not fair.
What? Let's see. Oh, perfect. There we go. Huh? Ah. Come on. I have no idea why the controller constantly disconnects, by the way. I have no idea why that happens. I really don't know why that happens. Will I manage to do that? I think the game makes it also, God, very easy for me
What makes you believe you can beat us?
to do that, but anyway. Yeah, I don't know why the controller tends to disconnect all the time. Yeah, this is exactly why this is going to be really difficult. Ah, come on. This is just... I have really no idea why this is happening. And this is how I die. Simply because the controller tends to disconnect. And I have no idea why. Oh, I love how it glitches over everything. Can I just... Why is it running away from me? You're usually trying to attack me. Why are you not attacking me? And my controller currently works, so please do come to me. Überleben und den weißen Jaguar töten. Yeah, I'm trying to, but I think it's... Not sure what it's doing. It's glitching, mostly. I mean, it looks quite nice. Oh, very pretty. And I'm pretty sure the moment it attacks me, the controller will malfunction. Can you just stop running in circles and maybe attack me? Hello, I'm coming right at you. Hello. Come on, no, attack me. I want to finish this goddamn quest. Side quest. Just come on, please. Look, I'm right behind you. I make it extremely easy for you. So it took me a while, and I might have just
The white jaguar.
needed
A fine catch.
to actually
You have more
use
than
my
proved
pistols.
yourself. We accept your help.
It's also, I mean, I've tried 1,500 times, but
Frigate. Why? Is there anything out there but fish?
No, those are your Templars. You have a ship and a paleface, vessel and passport. Meet us at Gran Cayman to help us investigate.
I love the way they're being represented. I mean, just look at the way they're dressed. There's Edward, who's basically in full uniform. There is so much he's wearing, and it's leather, and it's gloves for whatever reason. Totally the appropriate stuff to wear in the Caribbean. And then there's her. First of all, she's just called the Taino Assassin, which I find interesting. I mean, sure, you get her name eventually, but still. And then, of course, it's very... I mean, I'm not quite sure why she's wearing a hood. I don't think this hood is doing anything. Anyone who would see her would instantly remember her. But then again, the way she's dressed in comparison to him is just so interesting. It's like you've taken all kinds of Orientalist stereotypes, rolled them into one, and then put them into her character. I mean, it's obviously not just Orientalist in the sense of the Middle East, but it's Orientalist in the sense of that women are just barely dressed, for instance, that the midriff is usually visible, etc. And I'm quite sure they're using sort of the real kinds of dresses, and they've done the well-researched thing. But why not? If she's an assassin, why not put her in the same clothes as all the other assassins in the game? Why make an exception for her?
It has been a lifetime since we were here. This jungle is still thick with vines and trickery. Marquez will use this to her advantage.
But we know she's here. She doesn't expect us.
We must find her, draw her out, and put a final end to her.
Let's see where this lad goes.
The worst part is I can barely see anything because that game is just so damn dark. Also, the sun is shining straight onto my monitor. That could be also one of the points. Yeah, turn around. No, nothing to see. Nothing's hiding in the bushes. Don't worry. Walk around. Walk away. It's so inconspicuous that I'm rushing from one bush to the other. I can tell you how much I don't like these tailing missions. The answer is yes, I hate them. I dislike them greatly. I also feel like I have to be quiet. Like, he's quiet in the game, so I need to be also quiet. Also the NPCs, oh god, they wouldn't notice if I were right next to them. Oh, they really don't notice that I'm right next to them and tailing them very closely. And right here. And be quiet, you No, drop. Yes, stop. Do not use the ledge. Yeah, What's going on with you?
She must be hiding. Let's take some action she can't ignore.
Jesus. There's a powder keg? Cool. How extremely oh. Oh. Yeah, okay. Why am I using... excuse me? Why are you using your fists, you idiot? I mean... Okay. No, this is much more to my liking. In the sense of, I actually have weapons I can use. And it's not just... I think he is dead already? Oh, there are others. Are there others? Where are they? Do I have to shoot all these stupid powder kegs? Probably. Okay. Did they do anything? No. Oh, I'm probably standing a bit too close. Okay. Okay. Why are you standing like this? Ah. Okay, cool. Ja, da hasn't done much. Wachenelement. Aber die sind doch schon... What? I don't see where they are, but it's really weird. Okay, I'm just going to... Yeah, okay. They're supposed to be close to this, I guess. But, animals. No. It's also interesting that the first thing I have to do with her is, of course, kill animals and sort of... Oh. What? What? Oh, I have to do that again. No. Wieso sterbe ich eigentlich gerade? Was? Was? Ich bin 500 Level über euch. Es kann ja wohl nicht sein. Wieso kann ich das jetzt... Warum haben wir uns Black Flag rausgesucht? Ist okay. Ich habe mir Black Flag rausgesucht. Oh, habe ich gerade. Oh, ich glaube, ich habe sie gerade erschossen. Ja. Ah, dieser wieder. Ah. Ernsthaft? Oh, jetzt muss ich da noch irgendwo... Okay. Jetzt greift mich bestimmt noch irgendwas anderes an. Okay. Also das war jetzt dann doch ein bisschen einfacher.
I cannot die at the ends of the Taino. My father saw such potential in these islands. Gold, industry, freedom. All of it squandered. You have not a clue how to use it. He could have brought you wealth.
You believe we wasted freedom of feeling freely? You die a prisoner of your Templar Moors.
Let's not argue with a dead woman. Here's my prize.
So, that wasn't a very tough mission. It was just tough for me, obviously. Simply because I am, as per usual, notoriously bad at this. And when I say notoriously bad, I mean notoriously bad. Oh my god, am I bad at this? Das ist keine Relaxation-CD, wo ich die ganze Zeit Meeresrauschen höre. Also ich hätte dann schon ganz gerne noch ein Bild dazu. Hallo? Ah ja, okay. Jetzt reagiert erstmal gar nichts mehr. Das ist auch immer gut. Also hören wir uns jetzt die nächsten 15 Minuten entspannendes Meeresrauschen an. Also ich weiß noch nicht mal, ob man das hören kann. Das ist das Schlimme daran. Vielleicht sage ich das jetzt auch und eigentlich im Game hört man gar nichts. Das wäre jetzt natürlich wirklich unangenehm. I think this might be the Tyno mission, but I'm also not quite sure. Natürlich muss heute wieder mal die Tür klingeln. Okay, also ich glaube, an diesem Punkt könnte man auch einfach ein Trinkspiel draus machen. Wie häufig klingelt bei mir bei irgendeiner Aufnahme die Tür? Die Antwort ist mindestens einmal.
Jesus, Ade, what the hell happened here?
You happened here, Edward. The damage you caused 6 years ago has not been undone.
I'm not an easy man to call a friend, am I? Is that why you're here?
To fight beside a man so driven by personal gain and glory is a hard thing, Edward. And I have come to feel the assassins and their creed a more honorable course. Have I been unfair?
No. For years I've been rushing around taking whatever I fancied, not giving a tinker's curse for those I hurt. And yet here I am, with riches and a reputation, feeling no wiser than when I left home. Yet when I turn around, look at the course I've run. There's not a man or woman that I love left standing beside me.
There is time to make amends, Captain Kenway.
Mary. Before she died, she asked me to do good by her, to sort out the mess I made. Can you help me?
Mary was fond of you, Edward. She saw something in your bearing that gave her hope you might one day fight with us.
Aye. She told me.
And what do you think of our creed?
It's hard to say. For if nothing is true, then why believe anything? And if everything is permitted, why not chase every desire?
Why, indeed.
It might be that this idea is only the beginning of wisdom, not its final form.
That's quite a step up from the Edward I met here many years ago.
And I would like to mention again, all the male assassins are dressed up and are fully covered.
So what do you think?
It'll take some getting used to.
The second attack this month, I should have moved this village long ago.
I brought all this upon you years ago, but I will stand by you now.
It will take more than a few favors to call yourself a true assassin, Edward.
One thing at a time, mate.
As he pulled his hood up, which he didn't. That was a very odd thing to do. Okay. Press Y. Über einem Ziel und dann bewegen. Ja, das kriege ich schon irgendwie hin. I don't think I will, but
Attack once more. Come.
it's interesting also that the village is very... Okay, anyway. Okay. Ja. Upsi. Oh, so. I don't know why he usually uses his fists. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Oh, did I accidentally actually manage to do that? Fascinating. Huh. Interesting. Who would have thought? Why would you... Why in all the world would you not do what I told you to do? And that was... God damn it. Oh. Okay. Okay. Not quite sure what that was. Oh. I was planning on trying exactly like the hanging whatnot, but for some reason... Ja, das ist ja ganz wenig, was ich machen muss, ne? Ja, sag mal, wie viele sind es denn hier? Ist nicht mal so... I love those melee situations and suddenly you've got 15,000 people on your backs and on your trail and this is... Some of them, I mean, sometimes it's a lot of fun, but... And by fun... Ah, sheesh. And by a lot of fun, I mean it's no fun at all, but... Sometimes I actually don't quite know where the hell I am. And what I'm doing? I mean, I don't know what I'm doing anyway, but still. Can you just stop? Okay, there we've got the... And now we are going to take out the captain, I guess. Oh, I love the moment when the only thing you see is just 140 million. Come on. Like a dolphin, Edward, like a dolphin. Please, just swim. Thank you. Dude, this guy. The controls. The controls of this goddamn game are just wild. I mean, I'm not quite sure. Is it just the controls or is it me? Is it both? Is it any of this? And I just wish Edward would climb. I just wish he would climb the way I'm sort of telling him to do, and he never does. Can you just... Thank you? No? Yes? No. No. Edward, can you just... Oh, fuck. This dude, honestly. This guy. Oh my god. This guy. Can I actually... Yeah, I'm just going to do this then. Did I even kill... Oh, I didn't even kill the right one! What? Can I just... Can you just... No, not this one. Go away. Oh. Oh wait, that wasn't even... Right. That was unexpectedly quick. Okay. And I didn't even kill him. He kind of was killed by his own men. Ah, yes. The Spaniards. So...
Jan Numut Awol Yetel Abishan. And once more you have our thanks, Edward. You are welcome here.
Thank you, sir. I'll rest here for a time before setting out, if I may. How's her child?
She is a strong woman, but not invincible.
Edward.
I'm sorry for your loss.
If I'd stayed in prison, they'd have taken him from me. He'd never be alive. Maybe this is God's way of saying I'm not fit to be a mother yet. Carrying on like I do. Cursing and drinking and fighting.
You are a fighter, aye. In prison, I heard stories of the infamous Anne Bonny and Mary Read taking on the King's Navy together. Just the pair of you.
It's all true. Anne would have won that day if Jack and his lads weren't passed out in the hold from drink. Edward. Everyone's gone, aren't they? Mary, Rackham, Touch, all the rest. I miss them so. Rough as they were. Do you feel that too? All empty inside?
I do. Devil curse me. I do.
And simply because we currently played one of the Taino missions, we're going to have a look at the island again. Why are you yelling in my ear again? This is so loud, honestly, simply because the capture card doesn't really allow me to regulate the volume, so it's just one volume and the volume is really loud. So there's that. I'm also a little afraid that you can actually hear it. Anyway, but what I found interesting was the sort of creation of various levels of otherness. You've got the assassins, which are all of this particular tribe. They are definitely other from the Spanish. I mean, they're being attacked. There's obviously some kind of Feindbild there. But you also have Edward and Anne Bonny. She's Irish, he's Welsh. They're talking and they sort of form this alliance. I mean, in this case, it's a friendship, but it's, I think, no surprise that they form this friendship and sort of affirm this friendship in a place where they are other in the sense of they are other from the assassins. They're not part of the Brotherhood, but they're also other in the sense of they're in a way the colonial others to the British, but they're also other to the Spanish, of course. So it's also interesting that you constantly defeat the Spanish because, obviously, right, they're the ideological other to the British. But it's just interesting that it's a Welshman and an Irish woman who sort of get together and are friends. It's also the sort of weird myth of the brotherhood of the pirates. It's just that didn't really exist as such. I mean, there were sort of alliances, but not in this way. Any sort of creation of Blackbeard and Charles Vane and Rackham and Bonnie and Mary Read being sort of this group of pirates that are working together and all. And I'm quite sure they must have worked together at some point. But the way the game presents it is very much the, I don't want to call it the Pirates of the Caribbean kind of fantasy of this noble band of brothers. And it's just... Unfortunately, I also just have to think of the Muppet Treasure Island, which is by far the best pirate movie ever. But yeah, so it does create its own myths, and it does so in a sense that is really sort of fulfilling in some way, and it's really sort of heartwarming. And it's very much the underdog, we against them. And by we, I sort of include the... I'm so slow here. I obviously include us as gamers. We're also part of this. I think this is the interesting part about a Black Flag. That kind of... Ooh, I don't know what that was. It sort of draws you in a completely different way than, for instance, I don't know, Unity, for instance, does, or Origins does. I don't know, it's just fascinating that this game sort of manages to be, at least for me, obviously, a bit more immersive than the others. And I'm not saying the others aren't completely immersive. The longer you play them, the more immersive they become. But in this case, simply because you're so involved in it, and I mean, obviously you are, but yeah, I think it's just, to me, or for me, it's Black Flag. Black Flag does something that none of the other games really manage. Okay. So why am I sailing? Yes, I would like to go there. I just want to have a look at the assassins on this island on Tulum. Simply because I want to check. I mean, once we were there during the quest, you could hear them talk, but right now I think that should change, if I remember correctly. Because if I'm right, then what you hear is usually, at least for someone from England or someone who plays that in English, should be not gibberish per se, but oh, there's something I can have a look at. Oh, interesting. No, you don't. You shouldn't climb on it. You have to open it. The only thing I really, really, really dislike about Black Flag is the controls. Edward feels so clunky. The way he climbs up things. Can I talk to them actually? Don't think I can. How about I can run into them? I wish it wasn't dark. Why is it night? Okay, I just need to put in my headphones properly so I can hear it. But are they actually talking? They're not. Okay, they're not talking at all. There's not even background muttering or anything. I'm not quite sure if it's on one of the recordings, but if you're, or when you're in Nassau or when you're in Havana, you can actually hear people talking right behind you or right around you. There's always some kind of murmuring, some sort of parts of, or some Spanish that's being spoken. But right here, there is nothing. I mean, obviously right here there's nothing simply because there are no people around, but even when I go back, will I die? Oh, I don't care. Oh, now you probably jump? Cool. Thanks, Edward. You're such an... God. So even... I mean, there are two people walking right next to each other, and then there's this little bulk of people, and they don't talk. Okay, he's just raised his hand, but... there is no talking whatsoever. Okay, this is... I didn't expect that. I thought they were at least talking a bit, but they're not. Holy shit, that's weird. What? Why are you climbing this? And I can't even talk to them. I mean, I can run into them, but I can't talk to them. Also, why is it straw? Why is it just... I mean, as I said, I really like the game, but there are parts that I just am not too fond of. If you compare the other small settlements on the islands and you compare this one, this is very sort of stereotypical. I don't want to call it stereotypically native, but this is very stereotypical. You can see by the way these small towns are built who lives there. So otherness is also really expressed in the way these villages are built, and they still don't talk. If I jump down here, can I actually... Ich habe gerade nicht wegstecken, sondern wegstechen gelesen. Okay. Okay, cool. No. Yep, no talking to be done. Interesting. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Then let's see if I just had to check where I could go. Nope. Dry Tortuga, I don't want to go there. So did I complain that there was no quick travel? You know, reading is obviously not my forte. There is something like quick travel. I just completely ignored it for a moment. There is something unexplored? No. Okay. There is something... Oh no, those are the diving missions. Nope, 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 nope. We are not going to touch them with a 10-feet pole. Nope. Here. Huh. Well, I think the pirate flag could have cued me in. Yes. So maybe I'll find some of the Taino over there. And if I do, maybe they'll speak to me. I don't think they will. I sort of want to play the entire game again, and now that I've seen that there's something unexplored, I really want to do that. But then again, I also don't want to do that, simply because I know exactly how this will end. Then this recording will be extraordinarily long, and I somehow don't want to do that to you or to myself. Okay, cool. Here we are. Nice. So this is the island you sort of take over, more or less. Not sure whether he's feeling too good. And this is sort of your own island, I think. I don't think it is. So you can build cool things like pubs and brothels and I think gambling dens. I mean, I can check.
Capitaine, he takes care of his men, yes? The sailors are a peu dissatisfied that there are no women of comfort here. I know just where to find them, but we need to build them a home.
Yeah, so you can actually build a brothel, which is interesting. You know what? Let's do that. I'm not going to stock up my ship. I'm just going to build a brothel here. It's fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's also interesting, of course, that it's a Frenchman who... Okay. Oh. No, this was not what I was going to do. Okay, let's see what kinds of... So, yeah. No mini games. We not do this. No. Oh, okay. Okay, there are more upgrades I can do. So you can... I can't see anything. I just need to... Oh, so this is what the game looks like. Interesting. No, kidding. I mean... I think this is the former governor's mansion. Do I have to get in here or what do I have to do? Yeah, pantomime. Exactly. Thank you, Edward. This is really pretty. I forgot how pretty this game is. Damn it. I mean, look at the detail. Those small... citrus, I mean, I think it's orange trees, but also the music. The music is amazing. Oh, look at all my treasures. Ooh. Anyway.
This still doesn't quite feel like home.
Yeah, probably because... Ooh. I mean, I've got enough money, right? It's all these Spanish ships I sunk. Oh, I can do even more? Okay.
Still missing a little something.
Does it? Oh. You know what? I can build that too. Now it's even more fancy.
Now what could I add to make it perfect?
I don't know. Of course. A guest house. A guest house. Sure. But okay. So yeah, you can upgrade it. I don't think I've really done that. I've mostly someone. I think this is one of the... Oh, that looks creepy. What? But I wanted to speak to her. What the hell? She just ran off? Oh, this could This is my daughter, I think? Who is this? And what is she doing in my home? I know at the end of the game, his daughter sort of comes to the Caribbean. Also, is it Caribbean or is it Caribbean? So she's smoking. Whoever it is, I'll just leave her to it. She seems to know what she's doing. I don't know why the other one ran away, though. Okay. So yes, you can build a number of upgrades. Oh god. So funnily enough, the controller is now working? What the hell? Okay, actually I was... Okay, they're speaking English. And this is what I meant. Usually if you walk past people, they talk either among themselves or they talk to you. But on the island with the assassins, no one talked.
All we got were a score of our best, burned in a heap on the beach the next day. You get a sense of these things years before the mast. Ships talk to ye, and the wise uns listen. Hark ye good, or like as not your coral.
Ships talk to you? I think you've had a bit too much rum. Also Scottish, isn't it? Nothing more awkward than standing right next to people that are arguing. Fun. God, even the bird makes more noise than the people on Tulum. Like everything and their grandmothers makes noise here, talks, does something, except for the assassins? Okay, there is another assassin. Maybe he'll talk. He's also drinking. Okay. Hello? Hello? Can you just... Why are you weirdly enough lit up? Like, it seems I can talk to you, but I can't. Would you like to talk to me now? Someone else is talking though. Okay. Now this is going to be the walking simulator and listening to other people's conversations, I guess. Nah, not if it's you. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Mini games? Okay. Right. I'll just... I could make a cannibalism joke, but I'm not going to. Okay. So they're not feeling too well. Okay, interesting. So all the assassins on this island don't talk. The assassins on their own island don't talk. But everyone else talks. So if I...
Well, no, the truly outrageous discovery is that at 620 years, the man still conserves all of his secrets separately.
Medical abnormality of astounding proportions, indeed.
I've seen some rough lads in my day. These are rough lads. Jim, the gentleman was with him.
it's not RP English also. I mean, you can still understand it, but if you're not... I mean, some of the dialects, I'm not quite sure if you can understand them perfectly, even if you're, like, if you're not a native speaker, of course. But this is wild. And about what do they talk? They talk about, well, their navy careers, I suppose, or their careers on ships. They talk about Sunday Mass. They talk about whomever John is. And I'm not quite sure what John has done, but...
Wer hat das gesagt?
John's done a lot, I guess. What else are they talking about? No, he's just whistling. The other ones were arguing. But anyone else? Okay, I mean, this has been like 45 minutes already, but where else can we go? So we've done a bit of whale hunting. We've done a bit of looking around in Havana. Oh, I really want to go there. Oh, there are also just monkeys. I really want to do this. You know what? I know I told myself not to do it. But why not? Why not do it? I feel like Bilbo Baggins. After all, why shouldn't I? I think it might be mine who's going to sink in a moment. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. One last shot, one last shot. Sheesh. Okay, or not. So I know now why I wasn't going to go there. Can I just move past you without doing all the fighting, blah, blah, blah? Oh, of course. You instantly queue on to me. Yeah, I know, I know, I know. Oh, a fourth one. Cool. Why not a fifth one? Can I just leave my ship somewhere? Are they? Well... I was not going to... Oh, I can't get out right. I can't do it because... Yeah, I know you're taking damage, mate. I can see that. Also, nicely firing. Nope. We're not going to explore this.